Let's get situated. How's that? Might be a bit high. Oh. Okay. Got my live feed going. And I'm live. Actually, I really don't know that I like that side view thing. Let's see. Try to get this a little better. Still going to be a part side view. Good evening, Piper on the 45. Chris writes copy. How's it going? Well, let me get a pipe lit up. Actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and light this up for a little bit. This is a pipe I was smoking a little bit earlier that I set down. But I think I want to load a fresh pipe here. Pekin Lewis, welcome. All right, we're filing in now. Oh, this isn't going to want to stay lit now. Been sitting out for a bit. I didn't even smoke half this bowl. Then I got sidetracked. Pekin. Not Paquin. Well, I just shoot from the hip when it comes to pronunciations, particularly of names. But you know, I get it right at least half the time, I'd say. Yeah, so this pipe I loaded up a while back with some John Cotton's double pressed dark fired. And it kind of snuck up on me, so I set it down. Now it doesn't want to stay lit. I think, what's this, the 01? I'm going to load up this Peterson 01 Dublin filter rusticated with something else. Uh-oh. Welcome, Jack, Bill, Kirk from Florida, from Ed from Florida. Doing good. Eltopian. Good to hear from you, man. Now the question is, do I want to smoke some crooner or some old dark fired? Or maybe go for something a little bit lighter. Bill, it never hurts to add a pinch of Perique. I heard that, Eltopian. All right. We'll do some old dark fired. I've got some Carter Hall somewhere, but opened up, but I'd have to search for it. But I think I'll load up a flake of this old dark fired. Syrian Latakia. Cormac, is that straight Syrian Latakia that you had stowed away? Or is it maybe the McBaron's Syrian? I think I'll do a flake and a half. All right. Sam Gow with Wintertime Flake. Is that an aromatic, the Wintertime Flake? Sounds like it would be. Shanae's cake is good stuff, Chris. Guys, if I can get my act together and plan ahead a little bit, I do have a Zoom account that I should now be able to live stream like a conversation. What I'd like to do is just maybe once a month invite somebody in and we can just have a one-on-one. Just have a smoke together and live stream it as part of Wednesday Night Lights. If anyone's interested in that, no guarantees, but you might want to send me an email so I can start a list. That would be at thepipenook@outlook.com, or you could use the contact tab of my website. PVD, this is a old pipe I've had for years. It's a Molina pipe, and it's a sitter. This is one of my favorites of pipes that I don't carry. And I don't believe they make this rustication anymore. I can't find it anywhere. Oh, Cliff, welcome. Yeah, Cliff, good to hear you're doing better. I know you've been under the weather. So I mentioned in my video that I posted over the weekend that I was going to try to get some more of those Bing's Favorite limited edition pipes with the different colored stems. All sold out. All sold out, my friends. Sorry about that. I did not think there'd be such a run on those. There were 400 in total made, 100 each of the different colors, and they went quick. I did an initial order of 3 of each, so I had 12 of those, and they sold within a week. So hopefully they'll do another series of that, maybe different colors this year sometime. We'll see. They aren't sure yet what they're planning on doing. I'm trying to think if this is the only Molina pipe I have. I think it might be. Oh no, Cliff. Sorry to hear that, man. Those Wiimote accidents are sad and funny at the same time. Um, there used to be a website where you could go. I can't remember what it's called now, but just people posting. This was back when the Wii was like, a modern console, but people were posting pictures of their broken televisions with Wiimotes thrown at them accidentally. I never liked the Wii because of that, well, not because of the damage prospect, but just because of all that motion control stuff. Yeah, this John Cotton's Dark Fired is kind of almost one-dimensional in taste. It's not a super strong taste. It's not bad, but it doesn't beat out the Dark Fired, the McBaron's Dark Fired. Cliff, I appreciate the payment, sir. Um, that's one thing I like to mention every now and then. Um, Cliff ordered something I do keep in stock, but if you guys are interested in a pipe, uh, in a brand that I carry, that I don't carry the particular pipe, whether it's a different series that I don't carry or a different shape, what have you, you can email me and we can work out where I'll send you an invoice and we can do a special order. So just keep that in mind. I do that for folks here and there. I might do 3 to 5 special orders a week, something like that. Maybe, well, maybe not quite that much, but I am able to do that. I haven't, Sir Cobb's Lot, I haven't tried the Cotton's double pressed burley yet. I do have a tin of it, but I haven't tried it. McBaron's Virginia Flake. I don't know that I've had the McBaron's just Virginia Flake. Are you talking about the Virginia #1 flake? I think they make that in a flake. I have tried that, but not in a flake. I've tried the Virginia #1, and man, it burned my mouth something fierce. I have tried the standard McBaron's Navy Flake, and that's really good. I don't know what it was about the Virginia #1. Could have just been my personal biochemistry that didn't like something in the casing or whatever. Nathan, I try to do a live stream every week on Wednesday nights typically, but this is my first one in 3 weeks, so I skipped 2 weeks during the holidays. Somebody asked me if I was going to do a live stream on New Year's Eve tomorrow night, but if I do, it'll be not ringing in the new year and not at this time either. It might be somewhere in between. It depends because I'm going to be grilling, and I've got my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law coming over. Well, what y'all want to talk about? Last time we did a live stream, we wound up talking about 80s music for a good hour, or close to. Bass Piper, if there's a new Savinelli charcoal filter, I'll be all over that, so don't worry. But I haven't heard about it yet, so I need to check that out. Let me open a tab. And I will look for that. I have not seen any announcements that that's been made available stateside, but if they have them and I can get them, I will get them. Berlin Nut Bob, I'm not going to carry more tobaccos per se in 2021. I'm going to focus more on expanding my pipes and just kind of holding fast to the tobaccos I'm carrying, possibly with one exception, but I don't want to let the cat out of the bag on that quite yet. Thank you, Evan. Pekin, do I believe in aliens? I believe in the possibility that other life exists in the wide universe, but I've never had an experience myself with UFOs or aliens. Oh, comments are rolling now. Let's see. Benjamin, I don't think there's a way to bring back Frogmorton's Cellar. At least not under that name. Now that McClellan's gone, I don't know there'd be a way to do that. I did watch a lot of X-Files back in the day. And I actually did a directed study in college on ufology, UFOs, close encounters of different kinds, crop circles, men in black, animal mutilations, the chupacabra, and just all kinds of satellite topics. And I do watch shows from time to time. I think there's one on Netflix now I started a while back. Daniel, where I see the Pipe Nook as a business in 2021. I'm really hoping 2021 is my year that I can kiss the day job goodbye and focus primarily on the Pipe Nook. I did what I could in 2020, and I think it was a strong year. There was growth, but I just need more time to research products and add products to the site, make new orders. Really put my nose to what's happening in the industry. I'll tell you, this cotton's dark fired can make your head spin. Kind of sneaks up on you. Daniel, I have thought of doing a pipe of the year. Thought of maybe having Savinelli make one. Too late for 2020, but I don't know if anybody would want a 2020 anything to mark this year. Maybe in 2021. Do I sell the gray Savinelli with the yellow stem? Trying to think of what that would be. I don't sell it, but I don't think I have any gray stained Savinellis in stock. Have some Rattray's gray Savinelli, or Rattray's gray stained pipes, but Justin, I'll let other people answer that question. But most folks know my Desert Island blend would probably be Old Dark Fired. Then again, the Haunted Bookshop has really been climbing the stairwell towards the top of my list. I kind of think of Haunted Bookshop as a good everyday smoke. In the dark fired, I don't smoke as often, even though it's my favorite. A couple of years back, well, for probably a good 3 years, I smoked a lot of flakes. And I've gotten to the point now where I'm smoking more, and it's just easier to load up a ribbon cut. Yeah, the Bold Kentucky is good. I personally like the Dark Fired a little bit more, but they're both really good blends. Who made that Virtual Pipe Club Pipe of the Year? I can't remember. I'm trying to think. I had heard about it a while back. Oh, maybe I'll switch to the old dark fired now. Aaron, I don't smoke outdoors, but I do smoke in the garage. But my garage is climate controlled, so as of this year. Chris Morgan made the Pipe of the Year. I think I figured out today, I was smelling my tin of Old Dark Fired, and I've always thought it reminded me of a kind of a campfire smell, sort of like Latakia, but not quite. I think it reminds me, the smell reminds me of burning oak. Maybe burning pine, not pine, oak or pecan, but I think it's oak. Probably why my wife doesn't like it. Andrew, welcome. If you guys missed it, I just loaded up some Old Dark Fired in this 01 shape Peterson Dublin filter. Boca de Boynton, welcome. Am I losing my mic? Can you guys hear me okay tonight? I didn't ask before I got started. Okay, good. How many we got in the house? I'm looking at 69. What are y'all seeing? Yeah, this is a pretty thick-walled pipe. Okay, good. There was a time I wasn't seeing accurate numbers on my watching now number. Yeah. If I'm staring at the chat, I can keep up with it a lot better. But then you guys get to see me in profile. I don't get to stare at the camera. Maybe I'll mess with my setup a little bit, put my laptop right in front of the camera here, but I'll still be looking down if I did that. Kilted Piper Steve, welcome. Bill. Yes, in 2021 I will have more 9mm pipes to come. So be on the lookout for that. I'll definitely be sending newsletter emails about new pipes as I get them in and on the site. Briar Blues, welcome. Yeah, Andrew, I don't know that the beard's going back like it was, but we'll see. I never had to learn how to care for a beard, keep it trimmed and all that. Just not so great at it, so I just let it grow for months, but got tired of it, at least at that length. Mr. Tolson's first live, welcome. Oh, wow. Just had a big spike in comments. The things I wouldn't do for the YTPC, I am missing taco night. And I love tacos. Maybe I can get some leftovers though. Kind of playing around with the idea of starting earlier. If I started at 4, that would be 5 on the East Coast. Still, I think that might be a bit early. We'll see. I might play around with the time. Andrew, I don't know about a taco flavored blend. I know, WKR Piper. I know a lot of people would be disappointed if I didn't grow the beard back out. But then I've had some people say, I'm so glad the beard's gone. You look like a bum. And some people don't like the hair this long, but you know, you got to do what you think. Somebody mentioned a while back, I was listening to a podcast, and you know, I've wanted long hair since I was 11 years old, and this is the longest I've ever gotten it. Never been able to put it in a ponytail before this year. Now it's still a small ponytail, but I'm getting there. Yeah, Mike, I hear you. She who must be obeyed. I'm sure if she didn't like the beard that much or didn't like the hair that much, she would let me know, but she hasn't. Oh, I gotcha. We used to have taco night once a week, but we've kind of fallen away from that, maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. I do love tacos. If I could, though, I would eat steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't know if I finished the thought, but I've always wanted long hair. The beard was kind of just a test, really. Never really thought about having a beard, but sometimes you just you have a vision in your head of how you would like to look. And for me, that's always been long hair. Oh, Cliff, you done opened up a can now. Everybody wants to know. WKR Piper, that's what I do. Salt and pepper on my steak. I like marinade on steak, but just plain old salt and pepper. Particularly, I go heavy-handed on the pepper. And I love mustard, so like my wife just got me two different kinds of spicy mustard or stone ground mustard. One has it's from a company called Weber's, and it has horseradish in it as well. So maybe that's why I don't consider Perique to be very spicy. Or very peppery, I should say. Hillbilly Piper, I am sorry to hear that. I haven't lost anyone close to me from the pandemic, but I did hear that one of my contemporaries passed away. He was a little bit younger than me. I guess he was about 44, 43 here in town. Bass Piper, glad you stopped in. I remind you of Eric Stoltz. In what way? I've never had Mr. Mustard. I've never seen Mr. Mustard. Paul, welcome. Andrew, this is a Peterson Dublin filter, #1 shape. Dublin filter is the name of the series. It's a Peterson 9mm filtered pipe. I guess you would, that's a bent pot. What do you think? I think it's classified as a bent pot. I typically think of pots as a little bit shorter, but yeah, it's not quite a billiard, is it? Simplex, if I had the time and the place, I would look into that. But I don't know about me putting on a YTPC meetup. I'm not exactly centrally located. Typically, the mayor in years past would make announcements and set up a Nashville YTPC meetup. I'm hoping we can do that towards the end of 2021. We skipped 2020 for obvious reasons. Actually, I think we skipped 2019, and maybe I'm thinking wrong. No, we had to have. I think in late 2019, instead of a YTPC meetup, Briarworks in Columbia, Tennessee, in their new location, they had a pipe show that I only got to go to for the day before the pipe show. I didn't actually get to go to the pipe show. Humdrum, make it a good dinner. Molossus. Melosis. You know, I never knew how to pronounce that. But that's my friend Tom. Welcome to the show. Such as it is, not really a show. Welcome to the crowd. St. Louis, Missouri. That's a bit far for me. But I might could swing it. You know, if and when I can make being a pipe man the day job, I'm hoping I can go to more trade events, pipe shows, meetups, whatnot. Extra pint, welcome. I've gotten to where I don't even look for esoterica blends anymore. It's too frustrating to me. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Now they're good blends, but I've resigned myself to the fact that if I see them somewhere, like at a pipe show or whatnot, I'll pick some up, but that's going to do it for me. there are plenty of other excellent pipe blends out there than, in my opinion, to pay premium dollars for the Esoterica blends. Andrew, I haven't heard of any pipe shows in Canada, but that doesn't mean a thing because I just might not have heard of them. Eddie Cobain. What is the pipe show in Ohio? I know about Chicago. I know about the one on the West Coast. The Taps Pipe Club on the East Coast, or eastern part of the country. I think it would be cool if what is it, Country Squire did a pipe show. Like a multi-day event that they hosted. Pekin, never say never, but I haven't thought about designing a pipe from the ground up with Savinelli. That might be interesting. There was a Texas pipe show, wasn't? Yeah. Or did it get canceled before they even did one? Then there was a New Orleans pipe show. Stratman, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow night. And if I do, I'm not sure what time. I've thought about it. I'm deliberating. I do have obligations for tomorrow, however. So I just don't know when I could fit it in. But we'll see. It's not a hard no. Yep, Simplex, I went to the Southern Fried Pipe Show 3 years in a row before they stopped doing it. And then it kind of morphed into a YTPC gathering without the pipe show for a good 2-3 years after that. I think the first one I went to, Simplex, was 2014. And I went very much incognito. I think, just started my YouTube channel. 2015, people started recognizing me there. That was interesting. Um, I can't remember if they did one in 2016 or not. That might have been just a gathering. But it was hosted by Uptowns, I believe, in 2016. I think that was the first year we just did a gathering, but it could have been 2017. I'm not great with remembering dates and things like that. Andrew, I'm not originally from Florida. I was born in, well, outside of Dayton, Ohio. But I've been here since I was 3 years old. And my parents had moved from here to Ohio just for a few years. Got into some money problems and had a little brat and decided to come back. So what everybody get for Christmas? I owning a pipe shop or an online pipe store, I didn't wind up with any pipe related anything for Christmas this year. Well, my youngest drew me a picture of a pipe, among other things. It was kind of a collage of the things that Daddy likes, but if it were out here, I'd show it to you. From PEI. People's Immigrants of Indonesia. I just made that up. I have no I have no idea what Indonesia's political structure is. Stratman, that's cool. That's a decent little stash for your cellar. I was fairly well behaved this year, but I wound up getting things like I got some TV shows on DVD or Blu-ray that I wanted. Got some CDs to fill in the CD collection. I'm one of the last holdouts of people that actually still buys CDs. And then I wind up streaming those albums half the time. But I like having the artifacts. I don't know of a list either. Sorry, I forgot to answer that question. Thank you, Boca. But no, I don't know of a list of tobacco manufacturers per se. Not a definitive list. Prince Edward Island, okay. I have heard of Prince Edward Island. Maltese Falcon. That's good stuff. Dave, I'm not sure, to be honest, if I have any Apple Diplomats in stock. Let's see. I do. I have some bents and a couple of straights. Simplex, maybe 10 years ago-ish. Well, maybe newer, maybe about 8 years ago. I sold off about half of my CDs. Should not have done that. I've replaced a decent bit of those that I sold off since then. I wouldn't, Mr. Tolson, I wouldn't say Maltese has a strong Latakia flavor, but you can definitely tell it's a Latakia mixture. But I wouldn't say it steals the show. WKR Piper, even though for CDs now, if I want to read liner notes, I got to look under my glasses, put it up here. But yeah, I still do that. There is something to be said for not having a bunch of junk laying around the house. If you're at that point and you just have media shelves and bookshelves and stacks of CDs and LPs and books and DVDs and all that stuff just laying around. There's something kind of freeing about just going digital, and that might be where it winds up for the most part in the future. I'd have a lot more floor space if I had all digital media. I find that if I can't stream something on Netflix or Amazon Prime, I don't mind buying digital media on Amazon of movies, but I would still prefer to have the Blu-ray. But now I just recently decided, okay, no more DVDs, because you can get DVDs so cheap. I was like, I'm just going to do Blu-rays from now on, and then the Ultra HD Blu-rays are now the thing, and they're pricey. So typically it is cheaper just to buy the digital movie if you're talking about movies. Aromatics, I do that from time to time. I think, yeah, I should sell off some of these pipes. I don't smoke a whole lot. But a lot of them have sentimental value, so I hang on to most of them. WKR Piper, I'll have to try that. I don't think I've tried that before, using the zoom on my phone. Kilted Piper Steve, thanks for stopping in. Man, we've already gone an hour. Finnish Masked Singer. I'm not sure what that is, Boris, but I would not be surprised if he won a male vocalist award. His voice has gotten better and better. Still got more to smoke, but I don't know that I'm going to hang on live too much longer tonight. Trying to think of what else I got for Christmas. I got a Tom Petty book. It's right here. Conversations with Tom Petty. It's not really a book. It's more of a collection of interviews. But man, this is a thick collection of interviews. Nice hardcover. Love me some Petty. Love reading about him. Love listening to him. I think he was just a all-around solid guy. Tolson, I do take orders. I mentioned that at the beginning here. I do take orders for any pipe brands that I carry that I don't necessarily keep in stock. Just send me an email and we can do a special order. He was on King of the Hill. I forgot Tom Petty was on King of the Hill. It's been a while since I've watched that. Smooth Piper. Coming in at the tail end of the live stream, but glad you showed up. I do hope to get more Bing's favorites in stock soon, but they've been back ordered for a good while, for a month or so. Aromatics, I love that song, California. Same thing with the Carter Hall. I got the pouches in Snoopy one, but actually, do I have any Carter Hall tins or cans? Nope. Not sure, but hopefully no longer than a month. Good grief. From now. They didn't come in the last order when I ordered them, so we'll see. Burley Nut Bob, good night. Well, I think we're at an hour and 15 minutes or so. So let's wrap it up tonight, you guys. I just can't seem to do the 3-hour extravaganzas like Yardism does. I get tired of hearing myself talk that long. Good night, Bill. All right. We're going to log off, and we'll chat with y'all next time. See ya.